Hello, this is Kevin Kaplan from the Children's Resource Center in Bowling Green, Ohio. I'm part of the Infant and Early Childhood Mental Health team, and this is one of the ways that we're trying to support parents, teachers, and caregivers during this challenging time. This is a brief strategy guidance video, and this topic is imaginary friends. The reason that children have imaginary friends is still somewhat um, out there because it's a difficult science to achieve, and there's been some research studies about it. But what we do know is it's not a sign of illness. In fact, most children have typical or more than typical advancement in their emotional intelligence and other areas when they have an imaginary friend. And it's important to know that it's child created 100%. It's your child is not getting this figure from the media. There may be similarities between your child's imaginary friend and characters in the media, but a true imaginary friend is something created by your child, and it's to meet a need, a perceived need that your child may or may not be consciously aware of, and the brain is trying to help them fulfill that need. It could be because, playing with friends can be difficult, especially when you want to make decisions and you want to be maybe in control sometimes. And, friends don't always give us that choice. So maybe your kiddo wants to experience that some more. And so they want to make decisions more. It could be because of a loss, maybe that they have had it with a significant person in their life. And this imaginary friend is kind of fulfilling the need that that person's absence has left. And the imaginary friend can come and go, can be there for years, can be there for one day. I found it interesting to know that they think that some of the stuff going on in the brain with regards to imaginary friends may be tied to fictional writing in adulthood and the ability to create that conceptual character to great detail. It is recommended that you seek professional help when your child completely avoids or is uninterested in having real life friends. Maybe also if they have blamed violent behavior or harmful behavior on the imaginary friend, then it would be a good reason to seek some help. Or if for some reason they've grown to dislike or be bothered by this imaginary friend, or if you see any signs or have any concerns about abuse or neglect in relation to this imaginary friend. And it's also recommended that you communicate to the child and not to the imaginary friend. Keep kind of a limit or a boundary there that, whenever your child talks to you about this imaginary friend, talk back through your child. And as a parent, you can choose a couple different ways to approach this, because some parents may completely dislike the idea their child has an imaginary friend. It's important that you at least accept this friend's presence in your life. You can either embrace it by including this imaginary friend in everything. That could be playing with your child on the floor with the imaginary friend present. You might learn some things about your child's preferences and different communication style and things like that. Or you can just tolerate it, which means you accept and acknowledge and respect the imaginary friend, but you don't necessarily interact, and that's okay. It's also recommended to avoid teasing or allow anyone to tease your child because of that, such as their siblings and family members, and not to use the imaginary friend to manipulate the child. So convincing them that they should do something because their imaginary friend said so, or because their imaginary friend would want them to do it. Avoid that. And the imaginary friend will leave when they're no longer needed. Thanks for watching. I hope you took something away from this video. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel and subscribe to learn more. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.